Welcome back to Bitcoin Advisors. My name is Chris, bringing it to you here from Westlake Village, California. It's 4:30 a.m. and we have a lot of exciting things to talk about here as Bitcoin is breaking out here above our last resistance point at 46,000. We had a 4-hour closure last night or yesterday afternoon, a daily and a 4-hour above 46,000, extending our targets up to 49,000 or 49.5 off this measure move here. And why is that exciting? What kind of a move is that? Well, let's measure it out. Let's get a little ruler there. That's a 5% move to the upside. That's more than your bank will pay you the rest of your life in 1 day, 2 days. I don't know if we consolidate a little bit here between 47 and 47.8. I wouldn't mind that because we are coming into the white 200 simple. But we do have several things in motion here. We do have trend volatility and momentum, right? So trend, we got our first higher low right here, followed by a higher high, and closing above the green 55 on the 4-hour, and on the daily we closed above the yellow 21, and we see that the RSI getting kicked out of the bearish control zone, retaking the exponential there. We got Stokes crossing to the upside for the first time in quite some time, coming from a low region. And we also have volatility beginning to expand. And what does that tell us? Typically, price action is going to go in the direction of the trend. And when volatility expands, we're going to continue in that direction. Hopefully that made some sense for you there. Let's jump into Solana, which Solana is still coming down on the daily. On the 4-hour, we are getting a little bit of a bounce. Yesterday, Solana had a big breakdown. What happened? They broke the blockchain. They shut it down. Grandma stepped on the wrong cord and they shut the blockchain down. Now, do I think anybody really cared or anybody even really noticed? No, I don't. I think this market is based off of hype, and people are so in the hype, in the ether, they don't care really about that too much. So yeah, as seen here, this wick up bought right back up, and that would give me the bias that would probably get a bounce up to about 169. If it breaks 169, 180, and then if we can get back above 180, that would give us a target around $200. What else is fun and exciting other than Tezos here, which is putting a 4-hour engulfing? We're about to close a 4-hour bearish candle here, and that would probably give us a target back down about $7 if that does not get picked up here in the next 30 minutes. Failure point would be 686. Any kind of a closure below there, and I'll be looking for a target down to about $6.30. However, I am cautiously bullish and biased to the upside, as this has been in a mega rally here daily. We did get the first closure below the topside Challenger band yesterday. So if this bounce does get faded, probably going to come back down to around $6.30. I wouldn't say that that's a bad thing, but probably a major buying opportunity. Again, this isn't financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Ethereum, kind of playing out the same thing here. We had this descending triangle, and we broke out yesterday above the yellow 21, and that gives us a target back up to about 3650 or 3600. And again, that would be where I'm looking for the bull trap to come into play. If we can't close back above 3600, I would say that we got targets coming back down somewhere around 2950, if not 2800. And that would be confirmed with a 4-hour closure below 3200, giving us a target down to 2920, and very likely some continuation from that point. But But what's the, the one main thing that's keeping me bullish throughout this, bear trap and, giving some hopium again would be our blue buy signal on the hash ribbons indicator. And I'll throw that up here for you on our secondary chart. And what happened? We did get the blue buy signal, and this is only good on a daily time frame. We got the blue buy signal here coming in right around August 7th. And so we identified there was going to be three things we needed to see a macro bottom being put in. And the first thing was a higher low on the daily time frame, which we did have here. The second thing would be the blue buy signal on the hash ribbons indicator. And the third thing would be our BBWP getting to around an 80% read. That's our volatility metric. And I'll throw that back on our primary chart here. And we did get that read up to about 80. So macro low putting in. And what does that blue buy signal on the hash ribbons indicator show? Well, it does show this. If you go backdate it in history, once we've had a blue buy signal, Bitcoin has never not made a new all-time high, one. Two, it has never come back and broke the last daily higher low at 38,000. It has come within 7%, which would be around 40,000 or 42,000, somewhere in that region. I wouldn't mind a test back down there before it picks itself back up and we start heading on to some new all-time highs. That is the bullish hopium there. And another thing is there are record net flows of Bitcoins coming off of exchanges. So exchange reserves right now are nosediving, meaning people are pulling Bitcoin off of exchanges. What are they likely doing with it? Well, they're probably sticking it in their wallet and hodling it, looking for that $250,000 Bitcoin in the next 3 to 5 years. I think that's a reasonable target. Anybody who says Bitcoin's going to 100,000 by the end of the year or 200,000 by the end of the year, I think they are trying to get some more likes and subscribes to their channel. You have to be aware that, a lot of these people get paid and they live their livelihoods off of Bitcoin. And when Bitcoin price goes down, there's not a lot of fun things to talk about. But that's why we're traders here. That's why we don't care if the market goes up or down or sideways, because there is money to be made in all markets. And that's why we use technical analysis. It's not an exact science. It's more of an art. And if you can master a few things like trend, momentum, and volatility, well, you can pick up on some of these trades where, Tezos, rockets up, from $3 to $7 in the matter of a month, double your money in a month. And that's what a lot of these altcoins have been doing. And so we're going to be doing a deeper dive in some of these altcoins over the next few weeks. Some of these guys on my hot list like Tezos, Cardano, Aave, Matic, Compound. Not a big lover of this one here, but TEL, BNB, KSC, DOT, Synthetics, Dogecoin, not on the winners list. And, what I will say about Hex and all the Hexicans out there, what do we have here? Well, this looks very toppy. Coming from a weekly perspective, coming from a monthly still looks bullish, but the 5-day here, what we did see is this shooting star dildo, shooting star candle coming in with major volume here. And then continuation to the downside. We did get a wick below last 5-day prior low, and that probably gives us a target down somewhere around 25 or 30 cents. And hopefully all the Hexicans out there don't hate me for saying that, but I would consider that a major buying opportunity. I might even pick up a little bit at 25 or 30 cents. Sand. How's our sand been doing? Sand has been a monster over the past few months. Even while Bitcoin crashed down in May, this thing picked itself up by July and shot up to $1 from, 18 cents. So not a bad move there. And I think Sand is probably one of the good projects out there in the long term. Going to have some really good price action there. And I will do a deep dive into that coin over the next few weeks. Other than that, I will wrap up my thoughts again with Bitcoin on the CMEs here. Picking it up rather valiantly on our 5-day chart here. 2-day getting a tick above the last 2-day closure. Again, extending those targets up to that $49,000 region. The daily, again, reclaiming the 21 and, just breaking outside of the top side of that range. And very, very likely 49,000. Again, this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and I don't have a crystal ball here. So hopefully this information can be useful in your own trading, in your own strategies. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And you know what, I really want to apologize. It is so hard to get the sound right on these YouTube videos. So hard to get an intro video. So hard to put it all together and make it look nice. So thanks for bearing with me over the past few weeks and months. And I think after 50 videos, maybe after 100, I'll get the sound right. But hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed day, and we'll check in with you tomorrow. Thanks, and I'll sign out here.